So the Maldives is one of the most desired travel spots in 2020 and 2021, and is also one of the most Instagrammable spots. But did you know or understand the actual cost to have a vacation in the Maldives? Well, in this week's video, we're gonna go over a total cost breakdown of what's gonna cost you to travel to paradise. Cue that intro.
What's up YouTube? Trevi from the Adventure Buddies, the modern travel family, bringing you another video filled with tips, tricks, and inspiration to make sure you maximize your next family adventure, like we always do here at the Adventure Buddies.
So first things first, let's talk about the travel to get to the Maldives in itself. If you're not sure what that entails, click the link above because we're gonna go over the 28-hour travel that took us from LAX all the way to the Maldives through Dubai. But getting back to the prices, this is probably gonna be one of your more expensive line items on that budget for your vacation, so pay specific attention. So for us to go on that 28-hour flight, it actually cost us $2,000 per person. Now that's a little bit pricey for our budget, but two things. One, it was our honeymoon and we decided to upgrade into flying Emirates for the first time because of the quality, but also because they offered a better layover option through Dubai with a smaller layover time frame that allowed us to get into the Maldives a lot quicker. So normally we wouldn't pay this much, and if you want to learn how to get best deals on your flight, click the link above and or visit our TikTok or Instagram where we go over some travel tips and flight hacks to make sure you get the best deal. Continuing on with travel, you must understand that in order to get from the capital of Malé to your resort is sometimes an additional fee. So make sure you understand that when booking with your resort. What do I mean by that? So when you get to the capital of Malé, you have to get to your island by 3 modes of transportation, whether that's a boat, a seaplane, or a small domestic plane. And that's typically about $75 to $100 per trip. And so sometimes the resorts bake that into the overall resort cost and they cover and arrange it, but not always. And so that is something you need to take into account when budgeting out your trip, as well as planning the overall itinerary and making sure that you can actually get to your final destination. Then here comes your major cost, is the actual resort of the Maldives and understanding what you want. And so this can range from a few $1,000s in totality to up to over $10,000. And so it basically depends on what amenities that you're looking for. Whether you're looking for the brand name resort like the Four Seasons, which is obviously gonna be much more expensive, and PS, all the Maldivian islands are very similar in terms of what they offer in forms of activities, marine life, food, etc. So maybe just something to consider when booking and trying to save money, but also what other amenities are you looking to do? And so for instance, for our trip on the honeymoon, we were able to get an overwater villa with the infinity pool for 5 nights for only $2,500 total. This also included breakfast and our airfare from Malé to the resort and back. So taking that into consideration, that's under $500 a night for a 5-night stay in paradise for our honeymoon. So a great deal. And if you click that red subscribe button down below, we're actually gonna go over how we obtain that deal, over 50% off, and some other tips on how we save and book our travel to make sure we're maximizing our dollar for our vacation. So other things that's gonna pop up during your stay is whether it's an all-inclusive package, whether it's all-inclusive food and drinks, or all the activities and excursions that you plan to do once you're in the Maldives. And so activities range from spa treatments to scuba diving. And so those are typically all extras that you gotta add on. So make sure you have a little bit of wiggle room in your budget to fully maximize some of the really cool, unique experiences that you'll get to do here at the Maldives. So there you have, those are the majority of the costs that it takes to get to the Maldives, stay there for a minimum of 5 nights in an overwater villa, plus having some excursions. So if you do the cost breakdown, what it cost us on our honeymoon, we had $4,000 total for our flight, $2,500 for our overwater villa with an infinity pool, and probably about another $500 for excursions. So do the math, that's $6,000 for an unforgettable, memorable honeymoon to the beautiful paradise known as the Maldives. So if you like this video, please consider giving us that big thumbs up. Subscribe down below so you don't miss out on any travel tips and adventures, especially the upcoming videos. We're gonna talk you through some more travel hacks and tips on how you can really save money and make sure you're taking more trips than not. And then again, make sure you hit that comment button down below to give us any of your money-saving travel tips, because we'd love to hear from you. And so I'm Matt from the Adventure Buddies, and remember, life's an adventure. Who are you going on it with?